everyone, my name is Sadie. Welcome back to my channel, Linn and today I wanted to do the Mercury in Retrograde 2021 video. This is the first Mercury retrograde this year, and it starts officially tomorrow, but we've already been in the shadow period since May 15th. I'm not an astrologer, but what is important about astrology is that everything is energy, and all the energy that is happening around us is impacting us. And so we're also all connected to everything. You're connected to the planet, you're connected to the suns, you're connected to all the stars, you're connected to the earth, you're connected to others. So it's good to talk about astrology and how it impacts us and how we can use the energy of the different astrological occurrences for our highest good. And so Mercury in retrograde, this one is interesting because it is in its own sign. And usually that doesn't happen every year. So this one is incredibly powerful because of that. And its own sign is Gemini. And we are in the middle of Gemini season. So I hope everyone's doing well. We had a very, very powerful full moon eclipse this week. Saturn also went retrograde this week. So there could be a lot that is getting mixed up in your life, in your world right now. And with Mercury in retrograde, what you typically see, so the typical themes of Mercury in retrograde are communication issues, technology not working, delays in receiving mail, delays in getting things out. Oftentimes there's more traffic accidents, heavier traffic. There are sometimes more accidents in general. So just be careful and really, really use your intuition and discernment at this time. Another theme of Mercury in retrograde is just things just not working, things just or breaking down for no reason. Like you might have a car that's been working perfectly and all of a sudden your check engine light comes on, and that's very, very common in Mercury in retrograde periods. So delays, stalls, things not working, breaks in communication mishaps, people just not really understanding each other is another big theme for Mercury in retrograde. So this energy, because it can create miscommunications, can create a lot of conflict energy. So, however, Mercury has some, especially when it's in retrograde, it does have some good qualities. The good qualities are, it makes you really slow down and take your time and really, really be conscientious and pay attention to everything that's going on around you. It's like the devil's in the details. That is very much what Mercury in retrograde wants you to look at and focus on, the details of everything. Typically, this is not a good time to sign contracts, to enter into new jobs, to move into new places, to have surgery or any medical procedures. Obviously, if you have an emergency that you have to get taken care of, or if you have a pre-planned surgery that's already been planned during this period, use your intuition, do what you need to do for yourself. But if you're going to the doctor in the next week or two and he's like, hey, I want to get you in on June 10th, say, unless it's like absolutely emergent and you need it, you probably don't want to do it, just because that's the next eclipse, and it's never good to have surgeries or any major medical procedures during eclipses or Mercury in retrogrades, okay? The other thing I wanted to mention is that, like I was just talking about before, Mercury actually has some good qualities, especially when it's in retrograde. One of the things that it is really, really good at is review. Taking time to really review your life, your circumstances, your situation, to see where to make changes, to see where and how you can put yourself in a better position to make plans, to strategize. Now, Mercury retrogrades are typically not good times to take action unless you feel guided to take a certain or specific action, but they are good times to like sit down and really, really get clear about what you want to do, where you want to go, review, revision, examination. Those sorts of things during Mercury in retrograde are really great, especially like if you have, say you have a goal or a project that you've put on the back burner and you just haven't had time for it. This is a good time within the next 3 weeks. So Mercury retrograde starts on the 29th officially and then ends on the 22nd of June. So it's a good 3-week period to, take a second look at goals, take a second look at things that you're wanting to do, things that you're wanting to accomplish, whether it is, a part of your life purpose or whether it's just like a hobby or something fun that you're wanting to do. This is a good time to really get clear about where you see yourself, what you want in your life, to set intentions. Like I said, it's not the best time to manifest or take action, but it is a good time to get clear on what you want to do. And so this video is going to be titled The Spiritual Lessons and Gifts of Mercury in retrograde. And so what I'm going to talk about now is how Mercury in retrograde actually gives you some spiritual lessons, but it's a gift, okay? So the first major spiritual lesson of Mercury retrograde, any Mercury retrograde cycle, is patience. As they all say, patience is a virtue. We live in a world that is nonstop, fast-paced, go, go, go. You're told to hustle. You're told to continuously be doing. And, we're so used to Amazon and instant gratification and things being delivered immediately and things, you go to fast food and you get your food immediately, that these Mercury retrograde cycles are actually a good time spiritually to just go and flow with the energy and learn how to be patient. Learn that sometimes not everything is going to be exactly when you want it and how you want it to be. And that the more you can just be patient, relax, go with the flow of energy, the easier these periods and these cycles will be for you. The second major spiritual lesson of Mercury in retrograde is learning how to surrender. So a lot of times, again, it goes back to like the ego and what your ego wants and wanting things right now. What you have to understand is that everything is in divine and perfect time. And so if it's not happening right now, it's perfect for you. If it is happening right now, it's perfect for you. And so Mercury in retrogrades help us to really surrender our will to God's will. Not my will, but thy will be done. I relax and allow everything to come to me in perfect and divine timing, because divine timing is always about the win-win-win. It is the highest good of all involved, and it will bring you what you want, sometimes in a way that you never expected or imagined, or you get something even better than what you were hoping for in the first place. So that is the second main spiritual lesson of Mercury in retrogrades. The third, I would say, is just to learn how to communicate clearly. We live in a world where we have adopted emojis and texting and abbreviating pretty much everything to express ourselves. However, there is still a valid need for true expression. And what Mercury in retrograde teaches you spiritually is that communicating clearly can often be the one thing that keeps, the chaos at bay, when you can communicate clearly and authentically express yourself without, with being compassionate and without being judgmental to anybody else's experience, but just say, this is how I feel, this is my perspective, this is how I see things. You're inviting other people to really, even if they don't understand you or even if they don't have the same perspective, at least they know where you're coming from. And there's no illusion or confusion as to what you're asking for. So Mercury retrogrades are a great period of time to actually speak up. It's a lot of throat chakra. Mercury rules communication, so you may get some throat chakra activations, but it's time to speak up. It's time to speak your truth, and it's time to be really authentic about what you want and what you need in your life, and to express that to others. So that is like the third major spiritual lesson and gift of Mercury in retrograde. So I'm going to pull some cards just to see, what other themes we need to focus on during this period. I have the Denise Linn Sacred Destiny Oracle card deck. So let's get into it. Source, higher self, Holy Spirit, I connect with you now for a clear and concise reading for all of us during this Mercury in retrograde period. What is it that you want us to focus on, heal, or know at this time? Thank you. All right. So I hope everyone's doing well. It's been crazy, but we're managing. Keep calm and carry on, right? Good time to just meditate, be with yourself. Let's see. The last one is, so that's the first one I'll pull. Relaxation. Exactly. Mercury retrogrades are great times to relax. Here in the States, we have a holiday weekend. It's Memorial Day on Monday. So, a lot of us get an extra day off from work and from school. And so relaxation is exactly what you need right now. And I love this picture because it's a person just sitting, full moon, the blood moon that we just had, but in a hammock reading a book and just relaxing and just letting go of everything that needs to be done. It can be done tomorrow. Don't stress yourself out right now. Relaxation is key right now to manage during this time period. The next one is healing chaos. And so what this card really suggests is that even within chaos, within a lot of activity, within a lot of change, that it's bringing up the opportunity for all of us to heal things that have been stuck, stagnant energies, things that are kind of blocking us from moving forward. I feel like that's really been the theme in my life the last few weeks, is just letting the chaos flow so that everything that needs to be released and everything that no longer serves me is being let go, so that the new sorry, it's a little windy so that the new comes through, and that I'm just ready to accept and receive the new with an open heart and open mind. And so I would say that it is a good time to just not, don't try to control the storm. Allow the storm to blow all around you. Stay in the eye of the hurricane. No matter what you're doing right now, stay in the eye of the hurricane. Stay centered and focused on your spiritual path. Stay centered and focused on whatever brings you peace and relaxation in that higher moment, okay? Another one flew out, and that's voyage. Some of you may be taking trips during this Mercury in retrograde period. What I'm really getting though too is just that if you can get near water at this time, like if you live near the beach or lake, that just taking a short trip to some water and having a day of relaxation will help you heal all the chaos in your life. Water is life. Water is, it's this beautiful, beautiful element that can help us cleanse and clear everything that needs to be cleansed and cleared out of our system. And so if you're taking a trip, that's great. But if you can, just go to a beach, go to the water, and have a day of relaxation. It'll be very healing for you. And the last card, sorry, my cards are blowing all over the place. And the last card, few cards came out. So more than I was expecting, but trust the process. Again, we have this sort of looks like a beach, ocean scene. Trust the process, trust spirit, trust that the best and highest good is coming for you, that everything that you desire wants you as well, and that you're on the right path. Be flexible and adaptable during this time of Mercury in retrograde when things don't go necessarily as planned. Just learn to flow with the energy. You know, when one door shuts, another one will open. Focus on the open doors, focus on what is working. And as you're more flexible, things will flow much more easily. And then the last card is Enlightenment. You know, we're all on this path of ascension. We're all on this path to enlighten ourselves and enlighten the world. And part of the path is just, what's that expression? Chopping wood and carrying water. It's just doing the normal everyday things, but doing it in a way that is enlightened, doing it in a way where, you know, you're not getting pulled into all the 3D drama and illusion. You're just simply living, simply being at peace, simply knowing and embodying that you are God incarnate and that you matter, and everything that you do is beneficial, not just for you, but for the world. Okay, so I hope this reading helped. little crazy, you know, but I'm just flowing with the energy. I'll be on a little bit more. Like I said, I've just had a lot going on, and it's been hard to work with some time management stuff, but again, I'm sending everyone lots of love. Have a wonderful Mercury in retrograde. Take care.